Okay, it's live. Indiana Fever has made a key move today in the free agency. What does it look like for Indiana moving forward? Is it time to start including them in the championship talks for the upcoming season? Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Sheezus, a.k.a. Sheezus Clark, told the NBA to get someone else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. No. Kelsey Mitchell has re-signed with the Indiana Fever. A lot has happened in WNBA free agency over the week. The Slows are upset again. Angel Reese has signed another deal. We're going to talk about it and much more right after the intro. Let's go. What a homecoming, what a homecoming, what a homecoming it was. What's up, boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode of the W360, okay? What's up, everybody? What's going on, Eric? What's up, Lisa G? What's up, Kelly? Spirit E? What's going on, ADHD guy? And Sade. Oh, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We have a full show ahead this evening, okay? It is a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk about. A lot has happened over the week. A lot of changes have been made. Everybody's going everywhere. Okay? A lot to talk about. Before we go ahead and jump into the episode, if you are new here, welcome to the W360. Now, if you're easily offended, this is not the show for you. This is not the show. Okay? If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, okay? But if you are a returning subscriber, whether you're watching the live or if you're watching the playback, thank you so much for the continued support, okay? TGIF, that's right. Thank God it's Friday. What did we say last week? The Friday was called Foolish Friday, CJSoFoolish Friday, something like that. Y'all came up with it. But yes, if you are returning, thank you so much. Thank you for the continued support. The word is out there. The channel is continuing to grow, so I definitely can't do anything but thank you all for just continuing to keep pushing the W360 and keeping the W360 out there. It's crazy because I'm on like social media and I'm seeing the Slows mentioned like in different places on social media. That's impact, baby. That's impact. W360 Nation is impactful, okay? So I appreciate everyone spreading the word, spreading the sayings that's said here on the show. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay? And also, if you have not, shop the W360.com. It's a cold world out here. Make sure you get your hoodie. Make sure you grab some merch, okay? Latest merch, don't be a slow. Don't be a slow. Okay, the Slows are upset again. We're going to talk about them, guys. To everyone that has purchased their shirts, thank you guys so much. You guys sold out the website again. So I was able to restock the website and get more orders sent out, guys. So I just thank you guys so much. The website has sold out for a second time. If you have not gotten your Don't Be a Slow shirt, they are restocked. They are restocked. So don't be a slow and let the world know you are not a slow. You are not a slow. So shop the W360.com. Grab your merch. White Jesus hoodie, White Jesus shirt, Shut Your Pie Hole shirts are available. It's other merch over there, guys. If you haven't got it, cop your merch, especially before the WNBA season starts, because we're going to be at the games letting people know where the W360 Nation is, okay? All right. Thank you guys so much. RC said, my sister said she been seeing your tweets go around. Yeah, the slows is all over the internet. So like I said, it's impact. It's impact. I don't care what any of these numbers say. The W360 is impactful. Okay? So I love it. I love it. I love it. And the word is getting out there. The show is growing. So I'm really so grateful. I'm so grateful. We're impactful. W360, we are impactful, okay? All right. Time to go ahead and get into the show. I hope everyone has had a good week. It's a lot to talk about. Spirit E says, don't be a slow. Don't be a slow. All right. Where do we want to start this week? I want to start right here. Shout out to White Jesus, Caitlin Clark. Okay, if you have not heard, Caitlin Clark told the NBA, no, get someone else to do it. No. Okay, and it's what day are we living in as to where the NBA has to get a WNBA player to help raise ratings. And not just any WNBA player, okay? We're being generous when we say WNBA player. It's really Caitlin Clark. It's really White Jesus. Talk about the word impact. That's the word of the day. Impact. I was told that another player was the face of the league. I'm just saying, that's what I was told. I was told Asia Wilson was the face of the league. I was told Asia Wilson was the face of the league. So why hasn't the NBA asked Asia Wilson to participate? Right? Shanae Ogwumake, we're going to get into that, who has changed her tune. She's changed her tune, but I'll get to that next. White Jesus is the face of the league, and the NBA has proven it this week because they asked her, whose team didn't even make it past the first round of the WNBA, asked her to participate in the three-point contest during the NBA All-Star Weekend, and she said no. And shout out to Caitlin Clark because she said she did. I wouldn't say she necessarily said no. She said the first time that she participates in a three-point contest, she wants it to be during WNBA All-Star Weekend. Talk about someone that keeps showing love to someone that doesn't love her. You have to applaud it. She continues to carry this league on her back. And the last week when we talked about it, they didn't even tell the kid happy birthday. Not even a birthday candle or video. But you see, like I said, I like the fact that, I was excited to see her compete, but I understand. I like the fact that, she's like, no, I know it's going to draw millions of viewers, so I want to draw it to the league that I play in that doesn't treat me right. But that's okay. Maybe this will make them treat her right. Maybe. So, shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to her. Also, in addition to Caitlin Clark, it was announced that the Indiana Fever will also be returning to the University of Iowa for a preseason game against the Brazilian national team on May the 4th. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a game. I know those tickets are going to be hardly possible to get. Hardly possible. I was like trying to find online, like, where can you get a ticket? Where can you get a ticket? But going to Iowa, at Iowa, it's probably going to be impossible to get. I think this is probably this preseason game, Indiana Fever going back to Iowa to play a preseason game. This may be the most expensive ticket in the history of women's basketball. Seriously, thank you so much for the super chat, ADHD guy. This is going to be the most expensive ticket. Start saving your coins. At least for me. At least for me. Has anyone gotten a ticket or found out how to get a ticket? I don't think they've announced how to buy a ticket yet, but I'll be on the lookout for it. But also to note, from this game, this preseason game, Damiris Dantes will be playing against her former team, the Brazilian national team. So she competed with that team in the Special Olympics in 2016, and also, Summer Olympics. She competed in the Summer Olympics in 2012 and 2016. So this will actually be a familiar game as well for Damiris Dantes. Okay. RC said the tickets are available in February. I saw that somewhere on social media, but I didn't know if that was true or not. But they're going back to Iowa. Caitlin Clark, White Jesus, has said no to the 3-point contest. Okay. Now, speaking, did I say Special Olympics? I have Special Olympics actually here in my notes, too. Hell, was she on the Special Olympics? Hold on. Was Damiris Dantes in the Special? It was the Summer Olympics. Why did I put Special Olympics? Girl. I didn't mean it. I really did not mean to say special. I thought she was on the Brazilian national team and she competed in the Olympics, okay? Special, summer, we're all inclusive. All right? Lisa G says, I'm 10 minutes away from where they play. Lisa, I may come stay with you if I make it to the game. All right, but shout out to Caitlin Clark. Now, this was funny to me. I can't play it on the show, but I'll tell you about it. Once it was announced that Caitlin Clark said no to the NBA, Shanae Ogwumike is singing a different tune now. She's singing a different tune like Luther Vandross after he lost the weight. Singing different. Now she's on ESPN saying, the NBA needs Caitlin Clark, and they need Caitlin Clark to move the needle. Well, she can't move the needle. She is the needle. Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. They accounted for 45% of the viewership of the WNBA this past season. She is the clout. She is the hype. The NBA needs her. No, Sherlock. We've been telling you that all season. Now this specific episode here, I remember you and Monica McNothing Smart to say went on this tangent as it's not one player. It's not one player that's responsible for the growth of the league. It's not one player that everyone is watching. It's not one player. It's 144. We got the best 144 athletes in the world. She doesn't belong on the Olympic team. We got the best 144 players. My sister plays in Seattle. Asia Wilson is the face of the league. Brittney Griner, she's had some noise. Diana Taurasi, go do your homework. She's not responsible. Now you're singing a different tune. You're singing in a high pitch now. Now you want to praise Shanae? Where is that energy you had during last season? Now, I'm not going to go too hard on you. Everyone's allowed to change. You can come on over here to the good side. You can come on over. Come on, Shanae. Come on out to play. And bring Monica McNothing Smart to say with you. You all are going to start singing a different tune now. You all are going to, when last season it was, you changed your tune. Changed. Oh, this is delicious to watch the tables turn. Shanae, you told me that Asia Wilson was the face of the league. That's what you said. You said that the WNBA has the best 144 athletes. Why won't the NBA asked Brittney Griner to participate for ratings? Why don't they put her in the dunk contest? It's the best 144. Why won't they ask Chelsea Gray to do a skills challenge or something? Why did they only go to Caitlin Clark? Because she's the face of the league. Make her the logo. Monica McNothing Smart to say, I can't wait to hear you turn. I can't wait to hear your new tunes as well. Jamel, jump off a hill, you too. Shanae, Ogwumake, Monica McNothing Smart to say, Jamel, jump off a hill. And Elle can't dunk. All of you. All of you. I love it. This is delicious. Delicious. I don't forget anything. I'm not taking the high road. You told us for 6 months that this girl wasn't the face of this league and the driving point of the growth of the league simply because she's white. That's it. That's all. It was no other reason. It was just because she's white. You wanted a black face. It hurt your black heart to see a white girl take over your league. Now you're on this side with us. What you're not, you want to be. I'm not a fan, Shanae. It's delicious to witness. It's delicious to witness. Oh, delicious. Delicious. Watching them change their tune. My goodness. Look at Shanae. She just knew she was right. I remember this episode. How has Caitlin Clark and the rest of the rookie class impacted the WNBA? I remember this episode. I remember because I was throwing things at my TV watching this. Look at Shanae. Look at her. Look at you. Monica McNothing Smart to say. Ooh, that was funny. That was a funny episode. Eric says, someone tell CJ this is huge news. What happened? Breaking news. Mercury are acquiring Sabally from the Wings in 3-team trade. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Live reaction here. Hold on. Let me see. What's going on? Sophie Cunningham is going to the Fever. Let's go! My girl is to the Fever. Sophie Cunningham is going to the Fever. Neko Gumake is re-signing with the Storm. We knew she was doing that. Is Sato? Okay, Phoenix Mercury are acquiring Satu from the Dallas Wings in 3-team trade. Sources tell Alex. One of the top free agents, Sabally Satu, made her desire to leave Dallas known, but because she is a court trade. Wow. Sophie Cunningham is going to the Fever. Where is my... That is, oh, I know where it is. That is wild. Sophie Cunningham to the Indiana Fever. Yes, I can dig it. Now, I was going to say later in the episode what Indiana now has to focus on is getting a backup 4 and another scoring guard. And a backup point guard. Nalissa Smith, you're out of my town. You are out of my town. Sophie Cunningham to the Fever. Let's go, baby. Yes. Nalissa, you're out of my town. You're out of my town. You're out of my town, Sophie. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. We got to celebrate. We got to celebrate. I need 30 seconds. Yay. Yes. I love it. I love it. Let me get Sophie up here. Sophie Cunningham, I think would definitely be impactful for the Fever. I think Sophie would definitely be impactful for the Fever, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. She's going to fit right in. Fan favorite. She brings the scoring ability and the defensive presence. I love it. 2025 national champions, WNBA champions, Indiana Fever. We're calling it right now. We get a backup point guard. Indiana gets a backup point guard. You get Alyssa Smith out of my town and get a backup point guard. Which honestly, you could give Grace Berger. Because Grace didn't really get a chance last season. And with her being from Indiana, I think that she deserves a chance to, show what she could bring. She didn't really get to play last season. And Grace has game. So Indiana, move Erica. Move. Get Erica Wheeler out of there. Send her on the wheels to another team. Or sign her to like a veteran minimum contract. You got to free up some of that money. So yeah, this is a huge, listen, Indiana is not playing around, okay? They have white sheezes, and you surround her with the best players that you can. So from my understanding, it's breaking. Alyssa Smith is traded? If Alyssa Smith is traded, I am going. Alyssa Smith was traded to the Dallas Wings. Alyssa Smith has been traded to the Dallas Wings. Sweep, sweep, sweepity, sweepity, sweep, 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 sweepity, sweepity, sweep. Alyssa Smith is out of my town. She's out of my town. Alyssa Smith, you pack your bag and go. Pack your bag and go. Pack your bag and go. Sweep, sweep, sweepity, sweepity, sweep. Pack your bag and go. Pack your bag and go. 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 Alyssa Smith is out of my town. And we got Sophie Cunningham, Indiana Fever 2025 champions. 2025. Pack your bag and go. And go. Indiana traded the 8th pick. Oh, I was really banking on maybe an Anissa Morrow or Citron from the draft. So they traded the 8th pick as well. I'm going to have the Dallas Wings are sending Satu to Phoenix Mercury. This is wild. This is wild. I was really hoping for at least a Citron at the 8th pick or Anissa Morrow from LSU with the 8th pick. But I like Sophie. I like that. Natasha Howard, Natasha Howard and Sophie Cunningham added to the Fever is definitely giving the Fever key pieces because they need another aggressive scoring guard in Sophie, and they need that presence in the paint with Aaliyah Boston at Natasha Howard. Okay, so Natasha is definitely going to be the starting four. So she's going to be able to give that defensive presence, which Indiana so desperately needed, especially in the paint. She's going to be able to help Aaliyah Boston out. Because Natasha can hit that little mid-range. She actually can hit that outside shot as well. Now, the only concern with Natasha Howard, she can be a little injury prone. And what is she, 33, 34? So that's why initially I was going to say Indiana has to get you got to get Alyssa Smith out of there because they need a backup four, right? Because if Natasha Howard gets hurt, she hurt her arm or, she's getting up there. She was injured last season. I think she was out with a foot injury or an ankle injury or something like that. But it's looking it's looking good for Indiana. Natasha is reuniting. She's reuniting with Stephanie White Leather. She's reuniting with Stephanie White Leather. If you don't know, Natasha Howard started with Indiana Fever, okay? She's pretty much their best player that Indiana has had outside of Tamika. But, so, it's familiar. She's back home. She's back home. Sophie is going to bring that grit and the scoring ability as well. So, this team is going to be so fun to watch play. This team is going to be so fun to watch play. Listen, W360 family, if you are watching W360 Nation, it's a celebration. It's Friday night. It is a celebration. The Gold Cup is here. The Gold Cup is here, okay? The Gold Cup is here. The Gold Cup is here. It is definitely a celebration. Everyone is tagging me in this breaking news. Beautiful Afro Woman. What's up, Beautiful Afro Woman? Says, with this new lineup, the Fever better win 30 games or more and make it to the semis. Peggy. What's up, Peggy? Peggy says, fit check is going to be fire. Kelly says, to the Gold Cup. So, wow. Talk about free agency this year. Free agency this year. So overall, the Fever acquired Sophie Cunningham and the 19th pick in the draft in exchange for Alyssa Smith and the 8th pick. So they gave up the 8th pick, but they'll have the 19th pick in the draft. And they got Sophie Cunningham. What more can you ask for? Also, breaking, Shanae Ogwumike has announced that her sister is staying with Seattle, which her sister made that very clear. Her sister made that very clear that she was staying. She said she wanted to stay, play for a black coach. So I think everyone knew that Nneka wasn't leaving. Now, this raises a question. What is going to happen with Erica Wheeler? I think Erica still has some gas in the tank. I just don't think that the car should be parked in Indiana. If that makes sense. I think Erica still has gas in the tank, but the car cannot be parked in Indiana. I think she could play in Chicago. Well, no, they got Vandersloot, so she can't do Chicago. She could probably go to the team out in LA. She could be a motivational speaker. I'm not exactly sure, but they have to free up that money with Erica Wheeler. Seriously, but this is amazing news for Indiana. This is amazing news. This is amazing news because if you ask me, when you think about it, trading the 8th pick is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because you would have gotten someone that's probably as good as Sophie. When we're talking about Citron, I'll take Sophie. She has the experience. She has the ability to score. She has the grit. So it's a pretty even trade. So it wasn't a bad trade to trade the 8th pick, and then they still get the 19th pick when maybe they can get someone, overseas, or we'll see. We'll see. We will see, but this is a fun. Imagine not rooting for Indiana. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. Seriously. Because the thing is, this is already a young team when it comes to the number 8 pick. If you have the option to choose a seasoned player, but not 2 seasons, she's still young. A great culture fit, and has the grit, opposed to bringing another rookie in. I'm going with Sophie all day. That was a genius trade. That was an amazing trade. That was, you all keep doing what you're doing at that front office. You all deserve a steak. You deserve a steak. You're doing good. Kelly, you all are doing good. You deserve a steak. Nalissa Smith. How do I say goodbye to what we never had? The bad vibes that made me cry, the missed free throws. I hope and pray that you leave Dijonay to prosper in your career. It's not hard to say goodbye to Nalissa Smith. It's not hard to say goodbye to Nalissa Smith. Ooh, it's not hard to say goodbye to Nalissa Smith. Shout out to Indiana Fever on the genius moves in free agency. Shout out. Tiffany by Alex, thank you so much for the super chat. CJ, we are huge fans. Love the authentic you, your commentary on women's basketball and the comedy. Keep singing that goodbye song. Also waiting on Mama Lloyd video to break out at any moment. Therapy by Alex, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I played. I played Joel Lloyd's mom. All right. So breaking news, I'm going to circle back to that as well as news continue to come to my phone, but I am going to go ahead and move forward. So Sophie is a yes. Shout out to Sophie. Sophie, girl, I love you, girl. Call me, girl. We welcome you to Indiana. Welcome to Indiana Fever. Okay, the W360 Nation welcomes you with open arms, okay? All right. Now, Sophie, you got to live up to the hype now. What was I talking about? Oh, we talked about Shanae Ogumake and Monica meant nothing smart to say. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell has re-signed, as you guys know. She re-signed with the Indiana Fever. She's returning to the Indiana Fever on a 1-year deal. Kelsey's agent, Allison Gatler, informed ESPN sources that she is signing a 1-year deal with a guaranteed supermax salary of $249,244.09. Okay? And I added on the 9 cents, but she should get it. She should get it. Good for you. Good for you, Kelsey Mitchell. Now, if you've been following W360 and W360 Nation, you guys know I've said before, give her whatever she's asking for. Give it to her. Give her whatever she's asking for. And they did. She got the Supermax, and she's here for a year. And let me tell you something. Indiana got it right with showing their appreciation when it comes to Kelsey Mitchell. Okay? They got it right. If you didn't see it at the beginning of the show, I'm going to show you guys her homecoming. And then I want to play Kelsey Mitchell's reaction to the homecoming and what she had to say to Indiana Fever fans, okay? Kevin Harton, thank you for the super chat. We need it. Thank you so much. Collection for move to Dallas. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at what Indiana Fever did for Kelsey Mitchell as far as her coming back, and then I want to play what she said. Beautiful. And here is what Kelsey Mitchell had to say back.
I'm a Fever girl again. I'm excited. Kind of missed this court. Yeah, I'm a Fever girl again. A lot of went into this decision based on what I needed for myself and for, obviously, for my family and my friends. And Indy is a second home, so I thought I'd give this thing a go. Just figure out where this program's going, what we're trying to accomplish, and based on, the way in which I like to see myself playing. I could do that with people like Caitlin, people like AB, people like Liz. The list goes on with Lexi Hall, Grace Berger. So I'm excited about the group we have. And I get to play alongside some really great people. So here's the Brittney Fever girl. Oh, to the fans, I think you guys are a big part of my decision, a part of Indiana being home for me. The fans have also grown to be, family for me. So knowing what the atmosphere feels like, some of the love that was poured into me down the stretch of last year. I feel great about it. So I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful.
All right. All right. She seems excited. And here's another clip of what Kelsey Mitchell had to say in regards to her re-signing with Indiana.
And I met one of the greatest people in the world, Caitlin Clark, who just ran the basketball world. So I think together we hope to make you guys proud. We hope to make you guys feel like you're a part of our success and our journey. And I'm here. Let's do this. Let's go.
I like it. I like it. I like it. And here's the thing. I don't know why anyone doubted that Kelsey Mitchell would not return to Indiana. What other team would she go to? Indiana is officially America's team. They're America's team. They're the Dallas Cowboys of the WNBA without the stinky record. Indiana is America's team. Who wouldn't want to play in Indiana alongside the best player in the league and the face of the league? You guys are slow. Slows. One slow tweeted. Well, before I get into that, Kelsey Mitchell is going to bring back a lot. I don't know if just in case you guys didn't remember, Indiana is going to have the best backcourt in the league. Both of them together average 50 points a game. Okay, both of them together average about 50 points a game. And so they're going to be responsible, or not be responsible, but they're going to give the bulk of the scoring. But of course, with Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston, this is going to be complemented very, very well. But I just want to remind you guys of what their stats looked like after All-Star break. They went on kill mode. Okay, so why would Kelsey not return back to the Indiana Fever? But one of the slows, and this is a thing that's going around about Kelsey Mitchell returning to Indiana Fever. One of the slows here posted, "I thought my sis was going to be free." So what's going around on social media from the slows is really the slows and their groups, their slow chats and their slow tweets. The slows are suggesting that Kelsey Mitchell should have left Indiana and that she should be free. Free from what, slows? Free from what? Playing in front of a sold-out crowd? Every home and away game? Having a fan base that actually likes sports? And not some social club that gather when they leave their closets with their septum rings and blue hair? She actually gets to play in front of a sports fan base. A sports fan base. Not some social slow club. So what exactly is this slow here referring to? Kelsey didn't want to leave. She wants to play in front of real fans. So does Natasha Howard. And so does Sophie Cunningham. Nalissa Smith does it. Nalissa Smith wants to hoop and hump. That's all Nalissa Smith wants to do. So she can go to Dallas and do it. They're rebuilding this year. They have a new coach, so she gets to just coast and do whatever she wants and hoop and hump. Maybe Dejanay will go to Dallas as well. Who knows? Right? But this team here is for real players, and this fan base is for real sports fans. That's who Kelsey wants to play in front of, slow. Now, I know. You're used to your league being a league that just gets to sit around and just talk about where you got your latest septum rings and who dyed your hair. But that does not happen in Indiana. Okay? Deal with it. Kelsey Mitchell is coming back. And guess what? She's going to come back again. Watch. These women want to play in front of real fans. Not you slows. A lot of hooping and humping going on. Nalissa, I'm glad you're free from Indiana because I do feel like Nalissa Smith was in a position to where she just couldn't live up to it. Nalissa Smith is in the WNBA to hoop and hump. That's it. She's reached her peak. She doesn't want to get better. She's not going to get better. She should be on a team where she can just kind of coast. The team can have just a meh record where she could just say, I'm a WNBA player, and she could just hoop and hop. And she's in the right place. She went to Dallas, and I think Nalissa Smith is in the right place. It's comfortable for her. Her brother can ride all the horses he want to ride. Okay, seems like a great guy. If you're on Twitter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Her brother is a very positive guy. He can go back to Texas to ride all the horses he want to ride, sing his country music. Nalissa Smith can hoop and hump, and they can have a very mediocre WNBA season together. That's what Nalissa Smith wants, and she got it. Good for you, Nalissa. You go get you a good steak. You got what you want. Seriously. This slow here makes my elbows itch, I'll be honest. Moving along. Listen, if you are tuned in, make sure you like the show. Like it. Hit the like button, okay? Because the show comes out once a week, so it does help if you guys hit the like button so YouTube can push the show into the algorithm and suggest it to people, So yes, please like the show if you haven't. Hit the like button. I believe Nalissa Smith is from Texas. I know she went to Baylor, but I believe she's from Texas. So I think she's from Texas. All right. WNBA free agency has been crazy this week. Okay, as we just discovered on the show, we had breaking news. Sophie Cunningham is going to the Indiana Fever. Nalissa Smith is out of my town. She's out of my town. Natasha Howard signed today as well to the Indiana Fever. Okay, so free agency has been crazy this week. It's been crazy this week. As I said earlier, Natasha Howard is going to be a great addition to Indiana Fever. She doesn't come with all the bells and whistles. I will say that. She doesn't come with all the bells and whistles. No, she doesn't. No, she does not come with all the bells and whistles, but I think she's a solid forward. She's the best that you could have gotten out of free agency outside of Satu. So, of course, as you all know, or if you don't know, she started in Indiana where she played under Stephanie White. So there's some familiarity there, and she's going back home. She started in Indiana. Defensive Player of the Year. Now, it was back in 2019. I don't think she's the same girl that she was in 2019, but she does bring that veteran experience to this team. She brings that defensive presence, and she's definitely able to help Aaliyah Boston in the paint. Okay, so I think it's a solid pickup for Indiana. Natasha Howard is a solid pickup. And now that they've gotten rid of Nalissa Smith, they're able to invest in their depth as well. So, I know Stephanie White Leather will pull it all together. Seriously. How are you guys feeling about Natasha Howard? I like it. I like it. I think it was a solid pick. Definitely a solid pickup. Natasha Howard reacted. Now, when she tweeted this on the 19th. I knew she was going to Indiana. 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 She tweeted this a little over a week ago. She said, I'm so ready to be home with my family. I said, she's going to Indiana. Indiana's going to pick her up. I might have tweeted that. I might have not. Follow me on Twitter if you're not, the W360_. But she said, I'm so ready to be home with my family. And then once the news broke today, she says it feels good to be back where I started. So Natasha Cloud is excited. Why do I keep calling her Cloud? Natasha Howard is excited. Indiana Fever Champions 2025. Champions 2025. Like I said earlier, my only concern with Natasha is injury. You know, she was a little bit injury prone. She's not the same player as she was in 2019, but you know, I think I'm confident. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Stephanie White Leather, you're on to something, girl. You're on to something, girl. Come on, White Leather. All right. Another move in free agency, and I'm going to go ahead and go through this. Another move in free agency. I want to talk about Orange is the New Black. Okay, Orange is the New Black, a.k.a. Connecticut Sun. They have traded Alyssa Thomas. They've traded Alyssa Thomas. Not only has Stephanie White Leather left, but Alyssa Thomas is gone. Ty Harris is gone. Bree Jones has left. They traded Alyssa Thomas and Ty Harris for Natasha Cloud and Rebecca Allen and a 2025 number 12 overall pick from Phoenix Mercury. Now, I'll say this. I have no idea what Connecticut Sun is doing. None. It's not making sense to me. They've blown up the whole team. DeWanna Bonner, I'm sure, is probably going to go with her wife, Alyssa Thomas, because that's how it works in the WNBA. Like, these women can go like in package deals because they marry each other and they hoop and hump. So this hoop and hump pair here, I'm sure is going to stick together. A lot of people I know was asking, DeWanna Bonner should come to Indiana. No, she has a wife in the WNBA. This isn't like a regular thing. No, she's not going to come to Indiana. She's going to go with her wife. They hoop and hump, so they're a package. So DeWanna Bonner is likely gone. And Marina Mabrey, she's just there in Connecticut. She's there. Everyone's gone. And it looks crazy for Marina Mabrey because it's just like, my goodness, you left Chicago, you talked all this, you're on a team that has a championship mentality and this and that, and all your teammates left you, Marina. All your teammates left you. Peggy says, I heard Bonner is just going to retire. I doubt it. I think they're going to do this whole like couple retirement thing together. It's predictable. That's what I predict. They're going to retire together as a family. As a family. It's the first couple to retire together in the history of sports. So, yeah, I don't know what Connecticut is thinking about. I don't know who they can get. They're not a desirable team. I mean, this is a team. They don't have any facilities. It was the orange is the new black. Dejanay is there. I'm sure she's leaving. Dejanay might end up in Dallas. Who knows? But I'm sure she's leaving. Nobody wants to go play for Connecticut. I wouldn't be surprised if Connecticut reached out to me to come play. And to some of you all in the chat. Nobody wants to go to Connecticut. They don't have facilities. No one cares about that team. No, nobody wants to go play there. If there's a kid that has a birthday party during the week or in the weekend, Connecticut can't practice. Connecticut can't practice. That facility stinks. That whole organization stinks. Connecticut, that whole organization stinks. So that team is blown up. Like, it is a mess in Connecticut. It's a mess. It is a mess. Connecticut is looking like Pride Rock when Scar took over in The Lion King. I mean, it is empty over there. Stephanie White Leather is gone. Alyssa Thomas is gone. DeWanna Bonner is likely leaving. Bree Jones is gone. Ty Harris is gone. Dejanay, you're there. But based on your recent political comments, I hope you go to a state that's blue since you don't want to play in red states or whatever that mess she said. So your options are limited too. You can't come to Texas. You can't come here. You're not coming here. You better go to LA if they'll take you because you can't shoot. It's crazy how they limit their options. This is wild. You don't get to just pick where you want to go if a state is red or blue. You're not that good. Can't come to Texas. You said you don't want to play in a state that stands behind Trump, or you should ride right on past Texas. You ride right on past Texas. You should. Since you want to get political. You should take your hiney right on to LA if they'll take you. I can't believe Dejanay really said that. Wild. All right. Moving along. Natasha Cloud was traded as well. That is funny to me. Natasha Cloud is traded as well. I'll move past Natasha Cloud because we are, what are we, an hour in? I'm going to move past Natasha Cloud. All right. Brittney Griner. She's packing her suitcases as well, and she's headed to the South, baby. That's right. You heard it loud and clear. Brittney Griner is headed to the ATL to play for the Atlanta Dream. Now, this is a move that no one saw coming because I'm sure many people thought that Brittney Griner would end her career in Phoenix, right? That's where she's been, outside of where she spent her time in Russia. But when she came back from Russia, she was here in, she was playing for Phoenix Mercury. So, Brittney Griner, she's also out of her town. Okay. She agreed to a 1-year deal with the Atlanta Dream. Now, honestly, all jokes aside, this is a pickup. This is a good pickup for Atlanta Dream because my goodness, Atlanta Dream, they struggle in the paint. Atlanta struggled at the 5 position last season. Now, this season, I don't think Tina Charles is returning. especially since Tanisha Wright, a.k.a. Tanisha Wrong, was fired from that squad. She had no idea what she was doing. Tanisha Wrong had no idea what she was doing. Okay, so she was fired, and I think Tina Charles is probably going to fire her. So Brittney Griner brings that presence in the paint that Atlanta Dream desperately needs. She's going to accompany, of course, as you all know, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Jordan Canada, and who else is out there in Atlanta? Who is it? Oh, Nas. Nas as well. So we'll see how Brittney do. Now, Brittney. I want you to listen to me clearly now, okay? I'm telling you this out of love. I'm telling you this out of love. You're about to be in Atlanta. It's not the same as Arizona. Now, your drugs in Arizona was legal. Okay, I'm here to remind you because I care, Brittney. Your drug of choice was legal in Arizona. It's not in Atlanta, Brittney. Okay, you can't take your drugs to Georgia. You can't. Now, I'm giving you a heads up out of love because clearly nobody else is giving you heads up. Now, you got to keep your drugs in Arizona. Now, here's the rule, Brittney, because I looked it up to help you out. Okay, and if you think I'm playing, I really looked it up to help you out, Brittney, because I don't want you to get in any more trouble. Your drugs are not legal in Atlanta. I'm telling you, you think I'm playing, I looked it up. See? Cannabis in Georgia is illegal for recreational use, but it's decriminalized in the cities of Atlanta, Savannah, Macon, Athens, and others. Brittney. Okay? I'm looking out for you. You see, I Googled it for you. It's dope legal in Atlanta. It's not, Brittney. It's not, okay? So I want you to be aware of what's happening in Georgia in your new move. You can't take your dope to Georgia. Now, you can have it in Atlanta, but it's decriminalized. It's still illegal, okay? Now, I'm telling you now, if you get caught again, nobody's coming to get you. I told you last episode, Brittney, nobody's coming to get you. And I'm trying to look out for you because I don't want to see you back in jail. I'm trying to look out for you because I'm telling you right now. I told you last episode, I'm telling you right now, Brittney, you go back to jail. You're there. You're there. You don't want to go to Fulton County Jail. That's the jail in Atlanta. You don't want to go there. I saw Fulton County Jail on that show on Netflix. Y'all watch that show on Netflix, 60 Days In. If you don't, it's a hilarious show. You got to check it out. It's like where people go into the prisons and the jails and they go undercover. And you got to make it for 60 days undercover. And they featured Atlanta jail in there, Brittney. And I'm telling you right now, that's Fulton County Jail. It's not where you want to go. You got to keep your drugs in Arizona. It's not legal in Georgia. Okay? If you get locked up, nobody's marching for you again. We don't want to see those jail pictures of you stupid. You walking in jail and having to duck under the thing to go face the judge because you're so tall. We don't want to see it again, Brittney. You keep your nose clean and you leave that dope alone. You go back to jail, you're going to sit. You're going to sit. Trump not getting you out. I told you before, and I'm telling you again, Trump is not getting you out of jail. You're going to sit in jail the same way you sat for our national anthem. Now I'm here. I'm telling you because I care, Brittney. Telling you because I care. Okay? You take my advice. Leave your drugs in Arizona. They're not legal in Georgia. Seriously. And you're going to go to the women's jail, Brittney. We're not in the same age that we were in when you got locked up before. It's a new age. You better adjust. Good luck. Courtney Vandersloot, she's going back to Chicago. Courtney is going back to Chicago. Okay, Courtney said that she did not want to keep coming off the bench in New York. She didn't appreciate it. Didn't matter how many layups she missed. It didn't matter how many turnovers she had every time she got in the game. Didn't matter. She did not appreciate coming off the bench for New York during their championship run. So she has taken her hiney back to Chicago where she won the championship. Okay, she's back in Chicago. Courtney is back in Chicago. I think it's a great look for Chicago because Lord knows that squad needs some type of veteran skill on that team. Someone that could lead. Camila Cardoso, which I think the offense should be ran through. Now that Teresa Weatherspoon is gone, and she's gone with her obsession with Angel Reese and the double-doubles, now this team can actually compete legitimately. She could actually legitimately compete, or this team can, with Teresa Weatherspoon out of that town. So, I say that to say Courtney Vandersloot is back in Chicago, and you know, I think she's a great asset with Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. Now, Courtney Vandersloot has 1 foot in the league and 1 foot in retirement. If you ask me, I think it's about time for her to retire. In addition to Brittney Griner. Brittney Griner has 1 foot in the league and 1 foot in retirement. You know, so we'll see how it goes in Chicago Sky. Good luck, Courtney. Good luck. And finally, the big trade. Everyone was talking about the big trade that had the internet going wild. Kelsey Plum was traded to the LA Sparks, and Jewel Lloyd was traded to the Las Vegas Aces. Jewel Lloyd to the Aces, and everyone celebrated. That's right. That's right. Jewel Lloyd has been traded to the Las Vegas Aces. Okay. And Kelsey Plum has been traded to the LA Sparks. Okay. Now, sources tell me that a clause in Jewel Lloyd's contract is that her mom, Jewel Lloyd's mom, where we at? Here we are. Jewel Lloyd's mom gets a residency in Vegas. Okay, that was a clause in her contract that the Aces had to oblige. They had to honor. Jewel Lloyd's mom gets a residency in Vegas where she had fans come out after the game and they get to watch her perform. Now they get to watch Jewel Lloyd's mom perform because she performed at halftime in Seattle, and this is what she's offered. Jewel Lloyd's mom has a residency in Vegas now with the contract signing of Jewel. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God, I am never getting rid of this video. You hear me? I don't care if I'm on my deathbed and I'm laying back and the nurse is asking me, do you want some more pain medicine? I'm going to say no. Just give me this. I could be laying right now just CJ, do you want to see your family? Do you want to say goodbye to your family? I would say, no, just give me. CJ, what can we do to make you comfortable? You're on your last hours. I say, give me. Oh God. Oh. I cannot believe. To this day, I still cannot believe that girl let her mama go up there and do that. Ooh, ooh, my goodness, that is a gifted woman. So yes, the trade. Like I said, sources close to Jewel Lloyd has told me that a clause in her contract was that her mom does have a residency in Vegas. Okay, so the tickets will come out soon, and you all should attend. You all should attend. Yeah, absolutely, everyone should attend her performance. Okay, everyone attend. How are you guys feeling about Fever? Indiana Fever? And how are you guys feeling about Jewel Lloyd with the Aces? I think they're kind of strong. I mean, all jokes aside, I think Jewel Lloyd, Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young. I mean, it's pretty much the Olympic team. Not to say that they did very great, because if you ask me, Chelsea Gray, I still stand by it, stunk up the place. Chelsea Gray stunk up the place. She had no business being at the Olympics. None. No business being at the Olympics. Um, I wonder how Jewel Lloyd, because she likes to be the star, she likes to take a lot of shots. But Vegas, they're set on their face of the league, Asia Wilson. So I wonder how they're going to mesh also with Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, if you think for 1 second Chelsea Gray isn't going to come back this season with something to prove, she is. She knew she was overweight this season. She knew she was slow. And she knew she looked awful this entire season. She did. Chelsea Gray looked awful this season. It could be the injury. It could be the baby. I don't know. But Chelsea Gray is going to want to come back and get her points and her shine. Jackie Young does Jackie Young things. Asia Wilson we all know she has an ego, accompanied with the victimhood mentality. So Asia Wilson has something to prove. So this will be interesting. And what is Vegas going to do with Kirsten Bell? They're going to carry her along for another year? And then they already have the worst player in the league, Sydney Colson, still sitting on the bench. What's going to happen with them? My goodness. Sydney Colson is the worst player in the league, and they still have her in Vegas. Isn't Sydney Colson a free agent? I think she's a free agent. Nobody wants her. Michelle, what's up, Michelle? Says, is Chelsea still pregnant? Y'all are crazy in this chat. I've been seeing y'all comments in this chat, and y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. All right, so good luck, Jewel. Good luck to you and your mother. Listen, if you are here and you have not, please like the video. Like the video so YouTube can push it to the YouTube viewers. Okay, like the video if you have not. It doesn't take anything to like the video. All right. Before we move on, guys, if you are here, make sure you shop the W360.com. Shop the W360.com. Get your Don't Be a Slow. Don't be a slow. Get your Don't Be a Slow shirt here. Shop the W360.com. Okay. Shop the W360.com. Don't be a slow. www.shopthew360.com. Now, speaking of slows, Joe said, CJ, we want a W360 Nation shirt. I like that. I like that. You might be on to something there. We can do a W360 Nation shirt. So we can, because at the games, that's what I want everyone to do. W360 Nation, like I want us to wear like our merch, like when we go to the games this summer. So we can know, like, oh, we can recognize each other. So I love W360 Nation, or even the white sheets of shirts, or the shut your pie hole shirts, or the don't be a slow shirt. And there's another shirt coming out. So I love it. I love it. Make sure you guys get the merch. Get the merch. I'll definitely be at different games this summer. So I just hope to spot W360 in the merch. All right, speaking of slows. I'm gonna touch on this really quick. And where are we at? Okay, we're at an hour and 26. I want to keep it under 2 hours because I want to do live calls as well. I want to see if anyone wants to call in. So the slows are upset. The slows are upset. Okay. The slows. And if you look at the shirt, guys, this is what they look like. This is exactly what they look like. So make sure you get a shirt so you can know. Be a part of the movement. Don't be a slow. Okay? But the slows are upset because the WNBA is getting mainstream attention. That's right. You heard me right, folks. No, I did not. I did not misspeak. The slows are upset because the WNBA is getting mainstream attention finally. And when I say mainstream attention, what has been happening lately is that there's a WNBA reporter. His name is Shams. What is that guy's name? Shams something. He's an ESPN reporter. Big time reporter. He reports he breaks the huge stories at ESPN, right? So the little reporters for the WNBA are upset. They're upset. Let's take a look at I'm gonna touch on this real quick because this was funny to me. Here's WNBA. At this point, I think this is a former reporter for WNBA. I know that this person worked at ESPN for a moment, and then she was with she was like a WNBA media. This is a person that's been in WNBA media for a while before WNBA actually became popular. This person says, this is how WNBA media tweets now. I'ma just say, cause fuck it. I'm annoyed that folks who never cared about covering the W are all the sudden making it their business to step into the space. Before now, WNBA coverage was beneath them and didn't pay them enough. Now, these same people leading breaking news, a joke, but go off. This is a WNBA writer and reporter that tweeted that. So what's happening, guys, right now in the women's basketball space on social media, just to kind of give you an update, is that old WNBA media that was around and doing the writing and was the reporters in the media, they're upset now because now you have like real journalists that's breaking the news and covering the WNBA. So what's happening is they feel like that they are being drowned out, right? But they don't understand this person right here and the rest of the slows with her, along with her, she's a slow. She don't understand what's happening. Is that nobody trusts you. Nobody trusts you. And it's not just the reporters, it's the broadcasters, it's the writers, Frankie, the loser. And if you follow the W360 Nation, you all know who I'm talking about. Frankie the loser, this person, Roberta. These writers of the WNBA they spent the whole season, this past season, trying to push a narrative that dimmed Caitlin Clark's light instead of embracing like all the new fans and embracing like the growth of the league. They tried to gatekeep the league. They tried to gatekeep the growth. They tried to make people, new fans, they tried to tell new fans, well, we're glad you're here, but look at this player, and look at this player, and look at this player. And they lost all credibility. Old WNBA media has lost all credibility. Nobody's listening to you. Nobody takes you serious. You're not even breaking stories. You're not even breaking stories. So now you want to lash out and tweet things like this. And then you have other WNBA media tweeting things like, mind you, this is a person, this person isn't, but this person here is WNBA media. Okay, maybe I'll say this again. The amount of men entering women's sports space for content and clout is concerning, really concerning. Cover the sport because you love it and want to cover it the correct way. Again, opinions are my own. All these YouTubers claiming to cover the space are popping up overnight. Yeah, that's how media works. You see how slow they are? They don't realize that that's how media works. Yeah, when something gets popular, people cover it. When you guys were covering it, it wasn't popular. And you guys weren't good at your job. Oh, WNBA media was not good at their job. You never got it popping. You never had anything to say that was of significance that anybody wanted to listen to. That's just what it is. New media is here now, covering women's basketball, and it's here on YouTube. It's here on YouTube. It's not in your articles. It's not in your tweets. It's here on YouTube. Set up a camera and talk about the WNBA and be interesting. That's all. That's it. Don't get mad at the YouTubers for having shows and covering the WNBA. Now, I'm not speaking and covering for all YouTubers. I don't watch all YouTubers. I know Ben Daniels, but I don't know all YouTubers. But what I do know is that the WNBA is being covered by a variety of hosts. Let the people decide and watch. But you guys have no credibility. None of you. You guys made Asia Wilson the MVP before the season started. No one is taking any of you serious. Any. Thank you for the super chat. RSC. New WNBA media is here. It's here. And it's not y'all. Y'all stink. You guys have had years. But you never prospered because you wanted to be activists. You wanted to be freedom fighters. You wanted to push certain agendas that was only black adjacent. And nobody cared. So you're getting washed away, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Before we wrap up, I want to take some live calls. I want to open up the phone line. You guys want to call in? I want to open up the phone lines. Before I do, Angel Reese. Shout out to Angel Reese. Give it up for Angel Reese, because the hotel swear up and down I hate Angel Reese. So give it up for Angel Reese. Angel Reese. She has her McDonald's deal. Okay, so you can get her cereal for breakfast, and you can get her Angel Reese special at McDonald's for lunch or dinner. Okay, beginning February the 10th. Now, Angel Reese, she's officially the first female athlete to have a special meal at McDonald's after partnering with Reese's Puff and appearing on their cereal box. Okay. Also announced for Angel Reese, LSU will return. Chicago Sky will return to LSU to host a preseason game against the Brazilian national team on May the 2nd. Okay? So, shout out to Angel Reese. Shout out to Angel Reese. Okay? Let me tell you something. Angel Reese is securing the deals. You gotta admit, Angel Reese is securing the deals. I don't care how bad she looks. I don't care. Because Angel Reese, I'm going to be honest, Angel Reese looks a mess in Unrivaled. She looks a mess. She looks a mess. But you got to give it up to her and her agent. They are locking in deals. Angel, keep a deal, Reese. She's locking them in. Now, I'll tell you this. You're not going to come and watch a very skilled athlete, but damn it, before you come, you can get you a nice box of Angel Reese cereal. You can. And when you leave, you can stop by McDonald's and get you an Angel Reese meal. Now, you're not going to get what you're looking for at the game, at least not yet. Now, Angel, I would support you. I don't eat McDonald's. I haven't had it in years. I think the last time I ate McDonald's, I was in college. I don't eat McDonald's. But maybe, the kids that love you will, So shout out to Angel Reese. Also, Angel Reese was able to, she retired her mom. Angel Reese retired her mom and paid off her mom's mortgage for her birthday. So shout out to her as well. Okay. Angel Reese is doing great things off the court. But as I said, on the court, man, Angel Reese looks a mess. I'm just being honest. Hoteps, don't come in my inbox. Don't come in my comments or anything like that. Angel Reese looks a mess. And Unrivaled. She does. She does. Nobody wants to say it, but I told you here at the W360, we're keeping it real. Angel Reese looks a mess. She does.
Angel Reese brings up the rock for Rose. 11 points per game, 10 boards.
I mean, what?
At the WNBA.
This
Angel
is just
Reese
a
brings
clip.
up the rock for Rose. 11 points per game, 10 boards. Led the WNBA. And
now, this was funny to me because look at Breanna Stewart. Why did Breanna Stewart have to do the double dribble?
Angel Reese brings up the rock for Rose. 11 points per game, 10 boards. Led the WNBA. And
Angel Reese looks a mess and Unrivaled, but this is a league, I guess, They assume that, they're working on things, I guess. But good luck to Angel Reese, and I hope that shout out to her because she's locking in the deals off the court. Why not capitalize? She's definitely marketable. The kids love her. Get the deals because you got to get the deals because you're not getting the buckets. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Angel Reese. For real. But shout out to her. She has a really, really good agent. A really good one. Michelle said, well, she better capitalize now. Exactly. Because what's going to happen is as the league continues to grow, right? She's building this thing around her where everybody tunes in to watch her play. But when you watch her play, it's like, bro, this isn't what I was anticipating. What the hell? Right? So it's just like, I wish game would just match up with the hype. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Do you guys RC says, CJ, what's in the gold? What's in the gold cup tonight? Carrot juice. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly says CC is making people money. Many content creators on YouTube because of her. Yeah. Yeah. That is absolutely true. At least, a lot of people can admit that. Absolutely. Absolutely. My YouTube channel wouldn't even be, mind you, my YouTube channel isn't even big yet. It isn't even big yet. But I was able to connect with a lot of Indiana fans that support the channel. So, and buy merch and things like that. So, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to open up the phone lines, guys. Before we get out of here, I want to take a couple of calls. So give me just 1 second. If anyone wants to call in. Let me set it up. And I want to open up the phone lines, guys. Give me 1 second. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. This is the number here. Let me open it up, y'all. Do you guys want to call in or open up the phone line? I want to hear how everyone feel about Natasha Howard and, just hear your thoughts on what's been going on. Let me see. I'll do 10 calls. Let's start show. All right, I'm about to open up the phone lines now. Make sure you guys call the number. Okay. All right, guys. The call or the line is open. The line is open, guys. You can call 424-488-7772. Okay, if you want to call in and talk about how you feel about Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark saying no to the NBA. How do you feel about anything we talked about tonight, guys? I'll take a couple of calls before we get out of here, okay? Just a couple calls before we get out of here. Michelle says, CJ, do you sell the gold cup? I am. I am going to eventually. I'm working with my vendor on the design for the W360 Gold Cup. And I'm so picky. I know they get mad at me because I say, nope, let's do another meeting. No, let's do this. So, yeah. Yes. 424-488-7772. I want to talk to W360 Nation tonight, guys. Call in. Let me know how you feeling. What do I want to put up today? All right. 7230. 7230. You're live on the air. Hi. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Hey. Where you calling from? Okay, yeah. You're in Sacramento. What's up, Kelly? Yes. Love it. Yeah, Sophie Cunningham is going to be amazing. An amazing addition to the Fever. So I love it. I appreciate y'all letting me know because I was going on with the show and I saw in the comments like it's breaking news. CJ's breaking news. So I'm like, wait, what's going on? So yeah.
So far.
Oh, they can't hear you. Can y'all hear her now? They couldn't hear you, Kelly. Hold on. Can y'all hear her
Oh
now?
no.
Kelly, I
Can you
think they
guys
can
hear
hear
me?
you now. Yeah, they can hear you now. I forgot to turn it on, guys. My bad. They should be
Oh
able to hear you
no.
now. No, but you can say what you said when you called in.
Okay. All I'm saying is this is the best show so far because we got the authentic reaction. What's wrong?
They can hear her. They can hear her now.
Oh, authentic reaction regarding Cunningham. So I thought that was awesome.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, what the Gold Cup? It's not February yet, so I guess
It
you
is.
didn't do your
Technically, it's February. It's the last day of January, but I was not going to end dry January without celebrating with everybody. So the Gold Cup is back, Kelly.
Yay! Yes. Well deserved. Well deserved. Well, have a happy Friday, everyone, and
Thank
see
you,
you next week.
Kelly. Love you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you, girl.
All right. All right. Going to the next call. 3490. You're live on the air.
Who's 3490?
The number in again, 3490. You're live on the air.
Oh, that's me.
Hey, what's your
let's
name?
just
Where you
3490.
calling from?
It's me. It's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
From
Where you
Miami.
calling from?
Hi. From Miami.
Hey, Michelle from Miami. How you feel about the show tonight and Natasha Howard?
I'm so first of all, I heard about Sophie on while you were on the air, so I was like flabbergasted, and then I just found out about Natasha Howard. So we have the lineup. Indiana is gonna be on fire.
Yes,
For sure.
I agree.
Final contenders for sure.
I agree. It's time that Indiana is included in the championship conversations right now. Absolutely. And it's not too early. It's
Absolutely.
not too early. Last year, they said Asia Wilson was the MVP around this time. So right now, we're saying Indiana, include them in the championship conversations 2025.
Well, if we're gonna keep on with their tradition of doing stuff, they say
There it is.
before the season even starts, we might as well do the same thing with the championship conversation.
There it is. There it is.
I think that for sure. I mean, just that we made it to the playoffs last season, you knew this season coming up,
Yeah.
something was gonna happen for sure. Now, who's gonna be starting?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll
What do you
see.
think?
We got a lot of calls coming in. I'm going to move on, but I thank you so much for calling in.
Absolutely. Nice talking to you. See
Love
TJ.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. All right.
Bye, Mama. Take care.
All right. 7779. 7779. You're live on the air.
Hello, how are you, CJ?
Hey, you got to turn your TV down in the back or turn it down in the back.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I got you. Let me find the... Oh. Okay. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is James, longtime watcher, first-time caller from Tucson, Arizona.
Hey, James from Tucson, Arizona. I appreciate you supporting and watching.
Hey, I have never missed an episode.
I appreciate it. How you
Okay.
feel about?
So, I didn't even know Sophie Cunningham left Phoenix to go to the Indiana Fever. Like I knew the Dallas player did, but I didn't know she did.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, that addition, because she's got a lot of rafts to her, so that changes the whole outlook for the next season of the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, I think so too. She's going to bring that grit, and she's definitely going to bring, scoring ability that Indiana didn't have as far as when it comes to depth. So
now here's a question, because I'm a little behind, so forgive me. Did that mean that they did a trade with Nalissa Smith to get her, or is Nalissa Smith still on the team?
No, Nalissa Smith is out of that town. Oh, she's been traded to Dallas.
Oh, man, good.
Yeah, Nalissa Smith is out of that town.
Okay.
So yeah, she's out.
Because
man,
she did too much. She did too much. To stay there. So I think now I feel that the Indiana Fever, nothing less than the finals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got agendas to push and points to prove. So we're hoping for that this season coming up.
And have they figured out where Erica Wheeler is going to go yet?
Hopefully, Erica Wheeler is on the wheels to the next team, if you ask me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Erica.
She has been acting kind of funny lately. I think she's became one of the slows. But no, I'm gonna call it right now. I believe Caitlin Clark will get the MVP next year, and I will believe that Kelsey Mitchell will be a runner-up right behind her.
I received that, and we stand behind that. W360 Nation, we stand behind that. Absolutely.
Yes,
I'm going to move on to the next call, brother.
And I will make sure to buy a couple shirts from you very soon.
For sure. Shop the merch. I appreciate you calling in, brother, and thank you so much for supporting the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. I'm going to take a couple of more. It's a lot of calls in the queue, guys, so I'm going to get through it. I'm going to take a couple more before we go ahead and wrap up. 9 9483. You're live on the air.
This is Dawn, Code 10, Code 10. We got new members of the team at Indiana Fever. Code 10.
Hello,
CJ.
hello.
Okay, how y'all doing? How you doing, baby?
Hey, I'm doing
When you
well.
coming to Nap?
Huh?
When you coming to Nap? When you coming to Indy?
When am I coming to Indiana? I am coming. I'm definitely going to be there for All-Star Weekend. I will be there for All-Star Weekend, yes.
DM me. We're going to link up. I'm going to find you. Okay, so, okay. I'm going to get this out real quick. You got any questions?
No. How do you feel? What's going on? What's on your mind regarding what's happening tonight?
Okay, here in Indy, we good. This is everything that we needed. I mean, look, I'm not even going to I like Melissa without her girl. You know, she just is too toxic. I didn't want her to get booed. I was going to be embarrassed for her. Okay? So she had to go. All right. But other than that, I wanted to see her grow. Anybody who's seen her in 2023 season, she had potential, but she got to go. Toxic situation. Howard, that's home. So I'm one of those old NBA fans, Indiana Fever fans, because it's my home, that embraces the new wave coming in. And so we always get a lot of flack. So, I mean, but this is it. This is everything that we need. All the chips are in place. Stephanie White, and two, what people I don't know if people know, Natasha Howard's from Toledo, Ohio. Kelsey Mitchell's from Cincinnati, an hour away. Kelsey Mitchell was always coming back. So this is what it is. And then we have Tamika Catchings. All I'm saying, you know how I am about philanthropy, all of this, everybody coming back home. They just need to go through this wave, build this franchise up. It's everything we need now. And we're going to see year to year probably from Kelsey Mitchell until it's time. Even Howard, she may even stay. She's close to home. And if y'all go back and look at her, I don't know if y'all look, Twitter X, she said about a week or so ago, I want to come back. I miss home so much. This is it. It's only up from here. So I'm happy about it. I don't want to keep it because I know you got a lot of calls, but get at me when you get to Nap.
All
get
right.
At me.
Thank you so much for calling in. What's your name?
Dawn and Kevin. But I'm just Dawn because he's watching Unrivaled.
Okay. I know you said Dawn, but okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I said. Code 10.
Who made that meme? Because y'all sent that to me on Twitter, and I was hollering.
That was me. I'm shameful.
Love it. I was hollering. Okay, thank you so much for calling in. Love you guys. Okay. All right, guys. We have a few more calls in the queue, but I just wanted to take a couple of calls because we are an hour, almost 2 hours into the show. So we are going to wrap up here. Let me end here. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Okay. Be sure to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another friend about the show. Okay. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I am very active on Twitter. Listen, W360 Nation, we talk on Twitter. We retweet each other. We laugh at the slows all day. So follow me on Twitter at the W360 _. The W360 _. Okay. Sorry guys, I am sorry I did not get to the rest of the calls because we'll be here all night talking. So I just want to take a couple of calls. Tune in that show. Other than that, guys, happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourself. And until next episode, I love you guys, W360 Nation. Until next episode, peace and so grease. Ooh.